be top in the afternoon, because I do appreciate the patience members have had on this one.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, just like the leader of majority, the people's leader of majority said, I also rise to defend the Constitution of 2010 as I saw in 2013 and in 2017 to defend and protect the Constitution of the Republic. Honorable Speaker, this BBI process is a culmination of the handshake and the BBI task force work, Honorable Speaker, started in 2018 by the two presidential candidates who were there in 2017. Honorable Speaker, I must be quick to mention that this document to me is a poisoned chalice. A poisoned chalice anchored on treachery and loaded with deception, Honorable Speaker. It is a very deceptive document, Honorable Speaker, right from the onset, because it is billed as a popular initiative. And in the strict definition of what is a popular initiative, Honorable Speaker, it depicts that it is people-led, it is a process done by the people, for the people, in the interest and for the benefit of the people. But Honorable Speaker, guided by what the Honorable Speaker guided this House, that indeed he finds it to be a popular initiative, may I be quick to point out that it is indeed a popular initiative by the political class in this country. It is a popular initiative by the political class for the benefit and for the interest of only the political class. Honorable Speaker, in defense of the 2010 Constitution, this document closed back on the gains that we enacted with the 2010 Constitution. From a point where, Honorable Speaker, that members in this House and this Assembly can vet cabinet secretaries, we are now clawing back on those powers and taking the powers away from ourselves to give unfettered powers to the President to appoint cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries without vetting. Honorable Speaker, we are taking away powers from constitutional commissions that we created. The commission, the National Police Service Commission, Honorable Speaker, and giving powers to an IG, an individual, Honorable Speaker. No wonder, Honorable Speaker, there is already steps to abuse powers by the IG and officers under his watch. Honorable Speaker, we are taking powers from the Judicial Service Commission, Honorable Speaker, and giving these powers to an ombudsman. We are also clawing back on the independence of the judiciary, as many people have said, and I'm trying not to repeat a lot of the things that have been said, Honorable Speaker, that we are taking away powers from the JSC, Honorable Speaker, a JSC that previously or currently sets up a tribunal to listen to issues that touch on judicial officers, and giving the JSC unfettered powers to even discipline judicial officers. If there is a clearer way of clawing back on the independence of the judiciary, Honorable Speaker, it is through such measures where the JSC, as it is constituted today, Honorable Speaker, it is heavily loaded with people leaning towards the executive, giving powers then to this JSC to punish judicial officers, Honorable Speaker. You are simply saying that judicial officers in this country, at the passage of this Constitution, and God forbid that it passes with the people, judicial officers will be punished indirectly by the executive using their stooges in the JSC. Honorable Speaker, why I say this document is loaded with deception, Honorable Speaker. Look at what we are promising our youth. Not just youth commissions, that we will waive, BBI will waive taxes to our youth. I want to speak to the Kenyan youth today, Honorable Speaker. I wonder how many Kenyan youth, the ordinary Kenyan Wanjiku, the ordinary Kenyan hustler youth, have companies that will benefit from the tax waivers. If we intend to waive taxes to our youth, we only need to do it next week or the week after with the finance bill before this House. I want to tell the Kenyan youth, the deception that we will be confronted with is that we will tell you we will waive taxes for your companies. The companies will be waiving taxes for, Honorable Speaker, are the companies that you saw in the COVID billionaire scandal. Companies that were registered 1 month, the following month, they are getting tenders worth billions. But you know the youth who own those companies, where they belong to, which families they come from, Honorable Speaker. Those are the ones who create tax incentives. So if we want to give our youth tax waivers, let us do it next week with the finance bill. But the truth is that we will be loading our Kenyan youth, their mothers, their fathers, their children, their grandfathers and grandmothers with heavy taxes with the finance bill that is coming before this house. That will be the truth, not the deception that is in BBI. We are deceiving Kenyans, Honorable Speaker, that we can only delimit constituencies by amending this constitution. Well, as we know clearly, we can delimit constituencies through IBC without amending a single article of this constitution, Honorable Speaker. The Holy Book, in the book of Mark, chapter 8, verse 6, verse 36, Honorable Speaker, asks me, what shall you profit from if you gain the whole world and lose your soul? I sit here and I stand here as a member of parliament coming from Kiambu that is benefiting from 6 constituencies under this amendment. But asking myself, what shall I profit with if I lose the soul and heart of the country, our unity, because Kiambu is getting 6 constituencies, or because my neighbors Nairobi are getting so many constituencies? We will lose the soul of this country, which is our unity, Honorable Speaker, because of the deception that is in this bill. Honorable Speaker, we are deceiving ourselves and deceiving the country. That is only through BBI that Honorable Kingara from Ruiru here will be able to get additional money at his constituency level. Honorable Speaker, it is common sense, it is simple standard 1 arithmetic that if the base of our CDF is not changing, Honorable Speaker, with 36 billion divided by 290 constituencies, if you divide by 360 constituencies, the base goes lower, you get less money. Honorable Kingara will give less money to his people in Ruiru, and so will you in your constituency. The deception in this document, Honorable Speaker, I can only ask the people of Kenya. You may not have the guns, you may not have the bullets to stop these people from further enslaving you, but you have your ballot. Stop them at the ballot. Here we will be bought, we will be bribed, they will intimidate, they will coerce. Let them not coerce and intimidate you at the ballot. The people of Kenya, rescue yourselves, stop them from further enslaving you.
Honorable Buyu, and Honorable Karia, have noted your issue. Honorable Karia, have noted your issue. We now have Honorable King.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for this opportunity. And from the onset, I'd like to say that I fully support the Constitutional Amendment Bill of 2020.